first 5-7 minutes. Then we lost a little bit control of the game. We suffered a goal, but then the rest of the game we had clear chances to score. We didn't score.
Why did you wait so long to make any changes in personnel second half?
Porque like you saw, I think you saw the same thing. We started the second half quite well. So change just for the people to see that I changed something is not my way of doing things. We were on the top of the game, and when I felt that we need a different player, I put a different player.
Thoughts, of course, now we'll turn to the sort of bigger picture of Manchester United. Yesterday in the press conference, you mentioned how many things need to change, but yesterday wasn't the moment to talk about them. In your view, what does now need to change this summer?
If yesterday was not the moment, imagine this moment. This moment is not to talk about, is to give space to the winners and to deal with the pain of losing this match and to go forward.
Obviously, without the Champions League that came with the victory this evening, how does that affect the summer? Does it affect how quickly and how much you can change?
That is clear, but that is not the important point. We will find a way to make the team better.
Are you confident still that you're the man to be able to deliver those changes?
Yes, I'm confident that I'm still the guy. More than the beginning. So I know it's going to be tough. I know that we lost against an English team. I know the patience of the fans are going to be really short in the next season, but I guarantee you I will not quit. I will not go away. So I'm really confident.
Why are you more confident now than you were?
Because I know the club. I know what it means to coach this club. I understand what the team needs. So I have more tools to do my job.
Obviously, all of the United hierarchy were here today with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the Glazers, Omar Barada, Jason Wilcox. Are you confident they will give you enough time to implement your change?
I'm not worried about that. I can leave in the next. If they say Ruben is better to change, I will leave in the next day with no compensation. I rely so much in my confidence in the way I do my job. I'm not worried about that. The biggest pain is to lose games and to lose this final, and not to give something to the fans and especially to my players. So whenever they want, I'm really confident on myself, and I continue to do my job if the board wants me.
Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you.
I think he needs to be afforded a window. I think you can't invest in a manager and not give him the ability to kind of shuffle the pack and get some players in that fit the profile of players that he requires to implement his philosophy. I think that I've said this before on numerous occasions. His way of playing compared to the past regime is very, very different formation and in terms of what he wants them to do in the output. So it's not like he's a manager who's coming out to tweak a couple of things because his philosophy and the identity of his team was similar to the past regime. I think he needs more time. He hasn't had a pre-season. He hasn't had time, as Gareth said, on the training pitch to coach these players as much as he would like, I'm sure. So I think he needs a couple of those things and a recruitment window to really then give him real judgment and be as harsh as you want to be, because listen, there's no doubt, and I think he said it himself, it's been a terrible season, it's been a disaster of a season domestically, and now not winning this after putting all your eggs in this basket, this is a disaster as well in that sense. So I think, again, rather than be emotional about it, like there will be a lot of people out there that are, and they're entitled to that, but in the cold light of day, I think he needs some time, and like I said, those things that I said before.
But there's been so much said about how much pressure Ange Postecoglou is under this season, Glenn. Do you think he should be under more pressure? They've only won 2 Premier League points since the start of April.
Well, I agree with Rio. I think he will be under pressure if he doesn't start well next year. The first 10 games are vital for United next year. He didn't really want to come, did he, when he wanted to come? He wanted to come at the end of the season anyway, but they said, no, it's got to be now. So he hasn't had to play any players that he really feels are his, and he hasn't had the time to bed down the system. They've never played 3 at the back, United, over the many, many years. Now, he has to look at himself maybe in the summer to say, in the Premier League, can I make this work? It was different in the Portuguese league, playing for Sporting. So at the end of the day, he's got to look at that first, and then he's got to go out and recruit the players that suits that. At the moment, they've got a batch of very good, apart from Fernandes, I think they've got a batch of really good players. Nothing world-class, nothing special that particularly this club, Manchester United, have always had in their squad.
What will the pressure be like, Gareth, then, at the start of next season now?
Yeah, of course it's going to be extremely high, but I think everyone at the board, I imagine, wanted that manager. it's kind of up to them now. If they've made the right decision, they should back him. I think he clearly believes in himself, and I think he did a great interview then. He really was respectful to Tottenham, the winners. He didn't create any big headlines with his answers, so I think that showed a true bit of class as well. So I think if the board think he's the right guy, they've got to back him. And like I said before, I think next season now he will have time with no European competition. He'll have time to work on things on the training field because they'll have no midweek games.
Is that the one positive thing, that he will have that time with the players? Because perhaps in their current situation, the Champions League may have been a poison chalice for them.
Yeah, I think it'd be impossible